All right, well, I am recording. I'm hoping it's working. I'm gonna try. I'm Allie. Hello everybody, I'm Allie. And I'm recording this because I need to show my girls, my ladies on my team, this invention. I have a teenage boy and I'm recording this just a few days before Easter. Easter is Sunday morning, today is Wednesday, and I'm gonna show you what I made right here. Because I have a boy and I can't give my son an Easter basket, I was attempting to make him an Easter wallet. So, you know, like the guy on Friends, no, is it Friends? It was Seinfeld. He had this fat wallet with all his receipts and money in there, and he had to keep it shut with a rubber band. So that was the thought in my mind, a man's wallet with a rubber band, and I'm just gonna put a little emblem. And so I designed this kind of like a belly band. You just slide this off, and then you'd open a wallet and you'd have pockets to put away the stuff. So this is my pattern that I made. And on top of that pattern, I put this extra piece of paper. I'm gonna glue this down. And then you would just have this belly band that slides on. So basically the pockets in the wallet would hold gift cards and money. Okay, so I made a pattern, and then I decided to, oh, let me take that out of the way. Okay, so then I decided to use a different piece of cardstock and actually put it together. So I'm going to show you this one, and this is not completely glued together yet. This is another sample I'm just working on. But the idea is that I'm making him an Easter wallet instead of an Easter basket, okay? My son's name is Troy. He's 15. He don't want an Easter basket with Easter bunny and all the bits. So I'm sliding off this belly band, and he can keep this. This is a little piece of paper, can come off, but, or you could toss it and just put this in your wallet and go on down to the store. The idea is he'd open up his wallet on Easter morning, and there would be money inside, okay? Not Easter eggs. But I could also put a gift card in here. So I got him some gift cards. This is just my sample gift card that I use. Don't look at the numbers. Oh, no. Anyway, this is my sample gift card that I use when I'm making gift card holders to make sure that it fits. So I have 2 spots for gift cards, and I have a spot here for the money. And then I'm going to glue these down last, okay? The reason I didn't glue it down first is because this is so much paper all folded up into one. But this is one sheet of cardstock all folded up, okay? And there's a big seam in here. And so I really just want to put a little tear tape on the seams right in here on both sides to hold that wallet shut. And when you close it with this piece going around, this nice big fat wallet, when he opens the wallet, there's this little bubble, and I left this part open. So I glued the front down. I left this one loose, but I could put a couple of glue dots under there just to make it look nice. Okay, so this will bubble up in the middle because it's a big fold of paper, okay? And that's all right, that's what we want. All right, so now we're gonna get to the business of measuring. All right, so I'm using these Stampin' Up products from the celebration. That was the carrot that I used on this one. I don't remember what stamp set that was, but I had it on my desk, so I just stuck it there, and a little circle die. But really, I'm going to give you the ideas, and you can do what you want with this. I'm making this as an Easter wallet for my son. You could also make a Father's Day wallet to give your dad or an uncle or a brother. All right, so here's the stuff that you need. You need 1 sheet of cardstock, okay? These are my measurements I'm going to give you in a minute. 1 sheet of cardstock, but don't choose the thick Whisper White, okay? If you have thin cardstock, that would be best. This one is a vanilla, and I'm not sure how old this vanilla is, but it's not a very thick piece, so I'm going to go with this vanilla piece for my wallet. That's the base of the wallet. And then you're going to need a cover, okay? So you have your wallet that's going to do all the folds I'm going to show you, and then the cover. So in the first one I did with brown, and then the second one I said, let me go with this blue, but I'm giving this to a boy, and I know he doesn't want baby blue. I just did that because it was Easter. So I had this piece of navy blue, Night of Navy cardstock, and it had a ding in the corner, so I went ahead and already embossed it, because when you emboss the cardstock, then the ding in the corner doesn't show. But I can cut that off anyway, because the size you need, so you need 1 whole sheet of cardstock, don't cut that. The size of the leather, let's pretend it's a leather cover, okay, is going to be 7 7/8 by 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 this way. So you put a piece of cardstock in there, you chop off a piece, and then I want to get this cut. I need to cut this down to 7 7/8. Let me do that first. So I have my, oops, I'm trying not to drop everything that's right next to me. All right, so I have my trimmer here, and we're going to go to 7 7/8. Let me see which corner had the ding in it. Oh, this corner is soft. You don't see it, but anytime you have a ding in a corner, you can run that through an embossing folder and hide the ding. So you keep going, but I'm actually going to cut that corner off. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to go to 7. I don't want 8 inches, okay? 8 inches was too much. So I'm going to go to the 7 7/8 is that spot, 2 lines before the 8. I'm going to go right in there, and we're going to cut that down. Okay, so just take that much off, save that for something else. So this is the front of my wallet, okay? And I'm actually gonna just fold it in half. You need an actual crease in there, but it's not gonna be a one fold. I'm gonna have to fold that in half, and I'm gonna have to score it a couple more times because it's gonna be a fat wallet. All right, so I'm gonna put this arm down because I don't need the arm out just yet. I'm gonna move all this stuff out of my way. So let's imagine that I have my leather cover ready, not the brown, but I'm gonna use a blue cover on this wallet. And you're gonna need, okay, so leather cover, a thin piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You're also gonna need about 8 inches of ribbon, okay, that's for the fold. And you're gonna need about just a little scrap of Whisper White or any color, okay? If you wanna have the very vanilla to match your wallet, you can, whatever scrap, but a nice light color to make that emblem that's gonna hang on the front. So I'm gonna put these aside. Let me just throw that over there for a second. And I'm gonna go with these measurements, put my wallet out of the way, and we're gonna score a wallet. So this one sheet of thin, I don't want it to be thick. It cannot be a piece of paper. Don't use copy paper, okay? But I am making a wallet similar to sewing a wallet. So I'm gonna have seams. This first seam, okay, on both sides of my wallet, okay, let me grab my sample here. Not this one, let's just grab this one. On both sides of this wallet, when you open this, there's a fold here and a fold here. So this long seam is 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. Let's put that in there, okay? So I'm gonna get that part first. I'm hoping this video is clear. If it's clear enough for me to put it on the internet, you'll all get to see it. If not, don't worry. I can try again for Father's Day. All right, so I'm gonna put that one little seam. That's 1/4 inch. I just put it in there on this side. Okay, you can measure it on the other side 1/4 inch, but this is easier like this. And I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go in from the line this way in 1/4 inch. And I'm holding it quite tight up there because I really need this to be perfectly straight. I don't like crooked. All right, and we're gonna score that one. Okay, so now these are my side seams, and put that thought aside, okay? I'm gonna hold my wallet in this direction now. And here's important measurements. So the one side, these are the seams on the side. I'm gonna have a top and I'm gonna have a bottom. We're gonna call this the top, and I'm gonna start at the top with the first hem being at 1 1/8 inches. And I'm gonna start from here so we can just keep going in. 1 inch plus 1/8, okay? 1 1/8 inches. Let's go there. I hope I'm getting it right. I'm gonna just double check. That first 1 1/8 inches is this one. I'm hoping. Well, we're gonna find out soon if I measured it correctly. If not, we'll do it again. Okay, so I got it at the 1 1/8 inches. And I just double checked my work there. 1 1/8 inches, and then the next one is 3.5 inches. Okay, very important. Let me tell you, it folds up, and it's kind of, I felt like I was doing origami, but eventually it was easy. Okay, so just straight all the way through. So then 1 1/8 inches, 3.5 inches, scoring that one. The next one is 5 1/4. Go down to 5 1/4. Here's my 5. Here's an 1/8. So no, I want 5 1/4. Let's move my measurements. Five 1/4. And then the next one is 7 inches. If this works, it'll be so cute. All right, so I'm gonna open this. And I know I could have measured it from that end to make my life easy, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go right here, keep going, making it easy for everybody else. 7 inches, go to the 7. Close that up and score the 7 inches. And the last one is 10 inches. Let's see, if I go to the 10 inches, that leaves me with exactly 1 inch of my 11-inch piece of paper. That's gonna be the last hem. The last hem in my wallet, okay? So that's 1 inch left, so I hit the 10. All right, I'm gonna take that out. Let's put this aside. I have all the folds I want, and I'm gonna grab my bone folder. Okay, I got this great big bone folder. This will work. All right, so I'm working on in a very tiny space because you know my craft desk is a mess. Now these folds, this hem and this hem and this hem are all gonna fold back. So I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna fold these back, and I'm gonna give it a good crease, okay? You definitely want a good crease on the hem. Okay, so I'm hemming that one. Put this one in here. Get a nice good crease on that hem because I want this wallet to lay flat. I did not glue the other one. I mean, I didn't put the tape on the sides, but I could. Now on this corner, I'm thinking I could trim a little tiny bit. Let me see. Yeah, I did. I trimmed off the top so that it wouldn't stick out. So I'm gonna open that and I'm gonna just fold this one back. Okay, and I'll show you where I'm gonna trim. Yeah, I'm just trying to reduce some of the bulk. Like you're making a box and I don't need all that bulk in the corner. All right, so this is here and this is here. I'm gonna come back to this side. So I've got 4 sides that are turning in. This is gonna be so easy, you're gonna love it. Every father should get a paper wallet from his children for Easter. Now listen, remember I told you we're making kind of like a little box, okay? And if I was folding that back, that's my fold. I got to take some of the bulk out of these 4 corners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to cut out just this piece, okay? Just this little, did I just cut my finger? No. All right, you just cut this little piece out. So I'm just trying to reduce some of the bulk that's in the corner. Just like that, okay? Do that up to all 4 corners, but I'm cutting the top lip, not the hem on the side, okay? So I'm cutting the top lip. Get that out of there. And I will do that on the 4 corners just to take some of the bulk away. All right. Stampin' Up came up with so many cute stamp sets for Easter, and I did not buy them. No, I got a paper pumpkin for the month of March, and it had a Happy Easter in there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I love getting things by surprise. Okay, so now there's no glue here yet, okay? No glue here yet. First, I'm going to do some folds. Okay, so this was all going in this direction, okay? All going in this direction. Now, I'm going to come over here, turn my wallet back over, and you'll notice, let me see, I think this was the top. This is how I did it. That was the 1 inch and then the 3.5, okay? So that went under. Now, if you notice, there's 3 folds in here, okay? Some of these are going to be mountain folds, some of them valley fold. This one right here, I want you to fold this way. Okay, we're going to take this one. I'm going to go straight over like this. Look at that. You're almost seeing it. You're almost seeing it. I think it's coming across. And I'm going to, oh, no, I did that wrong. I'm going to fold this. Okay, let's start over. Okay, those are my hems going in. I'm not folding it in half this way. No, I'm folding it this way. Folding it back. Okay, so folding it back on itself. Let's see if I got that right. Keep those hems in there. Okay, so I folded that in half. You seeing it? Okay. So let's go back to the front now. This was a mountain fold in that middle corner. That was the mountain fold, okay? So if I did that, so all of these went to the back. That one is the mountain fold. Now we're looking like this. And then this crease right here should match up with this crease back here because these are gonna come this way. Oh, are you seeing my wallet now? All right, so I'm gonna give that a good crease. Now, every time I fold this, I seem to fold it just a teeny tiny bit different. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing that I've noticed. And you know, sometimes you can fix things, sometimes you can't, and some things I really don't care. There's no chance that my son is gonna save this little wallet forever and ever, no. Now you can go in here and cut a little bit of this bulk out if you want to, but I'm not going to, because like I said, he ain't gonna save it forever and ever. It's not an ever and ever wallet, okay? In the center, I forgot to score the center. So let's do that with you now, okay? You can see the wallet, how it's coming together, okay? But if I don't put a score line here, it's not gonna bend just the way I want it. I'm gonna have all this bulk and it's gonna bubble up. So let's go back to that center fold and I'm gonna show you that. It's important when we put a center fold in there that you're gonna make 3 score lines right close together, okay? Right close together. I'm taking everything out of that wallet. I'm gonna measure this one so I can tell you exactly where that center fold is. Let me grab a big ruler. So if that first one was a 1/4 inch, okay, so I'm at 4 1/4. Yep, to 8 1/2, so 4 1/4. Oh, I should have known, right? So 4 1/4. But then after I make that line, that score at 4 1/4, you want to go just a tiny bit over, score it again, and a tiny bit over, score it again. So you have a very fat, I don't know if you can see that, very fat score line. Okay, that's necessary because we're folding a great big piece of paper. All right, get my trimmer back out here. All right, we're gonna go put that sucker back in. That's very important fold. Let's make sure I know which, well, it doesn't matter which one is the top and the bottom at this point because the fold is, the crease I need is going right in the middle. So open me back up. All right, open it all up. And I'm gonna go to the 4 1/4. Okay, put that whole guy in there. So 4 1/4. Now this lip I cut out, so I'm looking at this corner here. Go to the 4 1/4, so that's the middle of my wallet, okay? Everybody tight up there, flat and straight down here, close that up. Score it at 4 1/4 all the way down. And I'm working kind of low, huh? My desk is not as big as this trimmer. Now, remember I said we need a few scores. So I'm gonna pull it over to the side just a little bit. It's what, 1/16 of an inch. And I'm gonna score that again, okay? So now I got 2 little lines, but I'm gonna go past, I don't think I did 4 1/4. I think I did that at 4 inches. Oh my goodness, I'm making a mess of it. That's okay, but right here, 4 1/4. Let me do that again. 4 1/4. Doesn't matter. This will all be hidden. That was the 4 1/4. And I'm just going to go a little bit past my 4 1/4 now. I should have known. See, I got my trimmer all marked up. All right, so make sure you are at the 4 1/4. That's the middle of your wallet, not this other line. Don't worry about that. It'll hide. So 4 1/4. I put another another crease right to the side of it, and I want one on the inside of it. I got plenty on the inside of it now. All right, so not 4 inches, but 4 1/4 is the middle of the wallet, okay? So, oh, and if I was holding it straight, I wouldn't have quite so many lines at the end, but don't worry. You really need these 3 to make a nice rounded fold, okay? So let's put that aside, and I'm gonna show you that nice rounded fold, okay? So after we put all our score lines in, 4 1/4 was the middle. I hem the back, okay? Here's my side seams, and this is 1 seam here and 1 seam here, and all that goes there. Then the center, there's 1, 2, 3 folds in the middle. This one in the center is gonna fold this way, okay? So now we see our wallet coming together. It's a good thing I didn't glue anything yet. And then this 1 seam that's here is gonna fold up this way because you have a score on the back and a score on the front. So now you see our wallet coming together, and these seams, these little score lines that I put in the middle, make it so that my wallet will bend this way. Look at that, it's working, okay? I'm gonna line this up really quick, nice and tight. Hold this and then crush these corners, okay? Crush it all together. So I'm holding this as flat as I can and crushing it. It's almost like a little accordion curl, okay? That's what those 3 folds were for. And I got a few extras, okay? So when we had done this piece, I put 1 line in the middle, and that's okay. You can do 1, you can do 3, you can make another accordion of mistakes, and it'll still work. Okay, I've got a little fuzz on the corner there. Put it this way. All right, so this one, I used the time-worn type, and I think the type is directional, but I don't know which direction. I can't see what I did. Well, we're gonna go this way. All right, so basically I wanted a little trim, and then the rest is gonna go around the back, and it'll glue down, but it won't glue flat, okay? Remember, that's not flat. So I'm always gonna glue the front first. Inside, you can stamp in here. If you wanna see the sample once again, here's that sample, okay? You can stamp in here, okay? This is the area where you'd be stamping this inside piece. So I'm gonna tell you which line that is, okay? This is the good side. This is the inside, okay? This is the good side. It's this piece of the good side, okay? So it's almost like you're stamping. Let me just put a note. Where's my little thing? Okay. If I had a little sticky note, this is the side you want to stamp on. So you can open that up and you could stamp on it while it's flat. I think I stamped on this one while it was already folded. And if you look, my little edge didn't work out great here. And I didn't like it after I had closed it, that you could see some of the greenery. That's not quite pretty. So I'm not gonna stamp greenery on the bottom of my next one. In fact, I'm just actually gonna glue this together as is and show you how that works. But before we do all that, make sure I have all my folds just right. Okay, so that was the wallet, and it closes nicely. I've got that nice accordion here on the side. All right, and then this is gonna glue to the front. All right, so before I glue the front, I do want to put my tear tape on the inside here. Now I think I have some tear tape right here. If you wanted to do glue dots, that would get you the same effect, but you would have a little more movement, a little more time to make a change if you had to move a glue dot. I'm going to put some tear tape right here, and I'm going to put some tear tape right here. You know what, I can put a little tear tape right in here and get you to sit, so this guy will sit flat for a moment here. There we go. You stay in there, and I'm going to put some tear tape in here. I'm not going right to the corner because I don't want the tear tape to stick out. All right, so that's going to be tear tape to that one. You'll tear tape to that one. This one needs a little closing here. This is a hem. It's amazing what we do for our children. I'm lucky if I get a picture of this wallet when I'm done. He's probably gonna rip the money out and run off to the store, and I will not see any of my handiwork ever again. All right, now, you can use glue to glue it, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this tear tape. Oh, I wanted to get the other side. Whoops. Me and my tear tape. All right, so a little piece of tear tape goes over here. And a little piece of tear tape goes over here. I'm kind of taping right over the seam. And you don't want to go too tight, because remember, the gift card slides right in here. Okay, gift card goes in here. If your wallet is too tight or your tape is too close on the inside, then your gift card will not. I think that might be too tight. I might have to change that one. Whoops. I don't want to put it on this side. Wrong side. This has to close there. If I have my gift card in here, this little tear tape is in the wrong position. So that's why I stuck it over there. Oops. And I don't think he's going to come off either. Yeah, this is some good stuff. But I don't want this one here. All right, so be careful where you stick your tape, okay? Because you want your gift card to fit inside the wallet. That's the goal here. And if you have too much bulk right there, nothing's going to stick properly or hold properly. All right, so I'm taking all this stuff out of my way. You know what? I noticed I have 3 corners cut here, and I'm trying to clean up. And I wondered if did I cut all 4 corners? Did I miss somebody? This one is done. This one's glued down already. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to glue these together now. Tape them together. So the first one I'm taping is this. This is my wallet. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to close that. Okay. I wonder if there was too much bulk right in that corner. I could have cut a little bit out, but I didn't. Don't worry about it. Like I said, the kid is going to toss it. He's going to take the money and run. Now there should be tape on both of these sides, but I stuck it here because I was ripping that other one off. And you want to get as close to the edge, not on the inside with all that glue. You want to have space to put your gift card. Okay, so I glued him in there. He's tight, he's tight. And I'm not putting any tape in the middle, okay? So this side will hold my gift card. And when you open your wallet, oh look, this side can hold some money, okay? And that folds nicely. You see how we're folding. Okay, so now I'm going to put this guy on the front. And I'm going to glue the front on. I'm not going to glue the back. Don't glue the back. See how much longer that back is than the front? Okay, so you needed to have that extra because of the fold in the middle. So this is the front of my wallet. I made sure that my type was looking, I don't know, kid's not going to notice it, but I'm going to make sure it looks good to me. I'm going to use some glue for that. And I'm going to just put the glue here. All right, and I don't want to glue the back. I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm going to put the front of my wallet on. If our children only knew how hard we work for them, okay? And I'm oozing some of that glue to the edge. I put a lot of glue on that edge, but I didn't get too much on this corner here. All right, I got glue everywhere now. I like my corners to stay nice and flat. All right, so The front is down, the back is not down. Don't do it, okay? You're gonna close your wallet, okay? And now it looks like it fits, okay? If you glue it while it's open, it doesn't fit. See, it doesn't fit, it looks too long. And if I was to trim that, then my wallet will not have this little, see the extra movement there? Okay, so I don't wanna glue that down while it's open. I'm gonna close my wallet. I want all this extra space because it looks nice and it feels nice. And I'm gonna keep my wallet open, and I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of glue right here, right? Because this is the pattern, this end. I want a little breathing area. Don't glue this side, okay? That's the breathing area where my leather is going to move. And I'm gonna close my wallet like this. All right, so now, oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me. And now, look how cute that is. Okay, oh, I love it. All right, I'm going to show you what I'm doing now, okay? He's a boy. I'm going to use this piece of brown. Now, the 2 inches scrap of white that I told you to bring, you had your whole sheet of cardstock. You had a little scrap, you had the leather cover, which was a sheet of cardstock that was 2 3/4 by 7 7/8, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And then you needed just a scrap of Whisper White or a scrap of vanilla or something in a light color that you could stamp on to make the medallion. So that this wallet, where'd I put my medallion? This wallet had a little strap. That's your pretend that's your rubber band from Seinfeld. And then you had a little medallion. Now this one, I was thinking of Easter, so that's why I printed that. But then I realized my child, he does not want that. This leather strap, I'm gonna put it on like this. I'm gonna put it here. Now imagine my wallet will be stuffed with things, so I wanna leave a little room. And I'm gonna, my ribbon might be a little big. I'm gonna leave a little room, but I'm gonna put some tape there, tear tape this ribbon together, okay? I might even cut that a little bit shorter. But let me put some tear tape on it so you'll see where I'm going here. I want it to be able to slide on and off. That's a necessity. So you don't want to make it tight. Okay, so imagine this goes here, or I'll do it this way. And I'm coming around, I'm just, with all that thickness, you don't want it to hold too tight. You want it just enough so that you can slide off, okay? Well, I put plenty of tear tape, so we're not going to cut that ribbon now. Actually, I'm going to cut from this other end, the fuzzy end off, okay? All right, so I'm not pressing too tight. You don't want it too tight. You want it a nice loose rubber band. Look at that, okay? So this can slide, okay? You slide it off after you stuff all your stuff in there. If you get to this part and you feel like, oh, I wanted it a little looser, you can. You have a little time because we didn't glue everybody together yet. You can open this up and make it just a little looser. Okay, because in case you want to stuff lots of things in your wallet, okay? Now, this looks pretty here. And this looks raggedy on the front because this is the part I'm going to cover with that medallion. Okay, you want to cover the raggedy bit is covered with the medallion. Okay? So that scrap of Whisper White is where you would make a medallion. And because we're making a video, things would always go wrong when you're making a video. I took out this set because I haven't used it enough. I loved it. Okay, I really wanted to use this little fox and maybe some leaves. And I don't have a Happy Easter in here. I know this month of April, the paper pumpkin that they sent us had an extra stamp set that said Easter in it, so that's an obvious one that I could have used, but I didn't. Instead, I had another stamp set from somewhere way back in Stampin' Up history that had a Happy Easter in it, and I chose to use that one with my little fox. So I'll show you what I made. Ta-da! Okay, so imagine I also have this double oval punch, which is really fantastic, okay, because when you're making cards and you don't know what you need, that guy fits a lot of things. All right, so that's my wallet, okay? I'm gonna take, I don't wanna put glue on this stage of the game, so we're gonna go with that tear tape again. And I'm gonna put tear tape here, and I'm not gonna put quite as much as I did before, but put a little piece of tear tape here, just enough that you're covering up all the raggedy bits, okay, of that ribbon. You use whatever ribbon you have. At this point, burlap would have worked. Okay, use up all your scraps. And I'm going to put my Happy Easter. So that's the wallet. I'm going to put my Happy Easter emblem on that. I got all this glue on my finger. All right, now, to stuff a wallet for a boy, what can we give a boy? Boys don't really want much from their parents except for money, okay? But I went and got my son a Burger King gift card. I had some credit card points, and they send you gift cards. So I said, yeah, I'll take a Burger King gift card. So this is my sample I leave at my desk. But I got him this. And then shortly after I got him this this Burger King gift card, these coupons showed up in the mail. So I thought, that's funny. I'm going to cut them up and put them in his wallet, okay? Because my son, we live half a mile from Burger King, okay? And knowing that he's going to eat more than what I'm giving him, this is just a gift card with probably, I don't know, 25, 50 bucks. So I'll put a little extra cash. It could be 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, but that's the idea. Now I could sign in here, love mom. I'll show you the inside of the other one because it was so pretty. I just don't know. You know, sometimes you don't know what to give your kids. Look at that. It is so cute. I know this is from an old stamp set. I know this one came from the new Carrot, the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. And then this one I think is current in the catalog right now. Hope and Prayer stamp set. I think that's the little bird from Hope and Prayer stamp set that's in the current catalog. So those are available. You stamp the inside of your wallet however you like. My kid, he's going to get this Happy Easter. He will not be embarrassed to walk through the street with that, right? He'll probably leave this little rubber band piece. Now this, when you go to put this on and off, I put my wallet on my desk and just slide it on, okay? That's why I said don't make it too tight, don't make it too loose, but just enough where you can slide that on there and offer that. So now in the morning, on Easter morning, it'll be a Sunday, I will just leave that on the stove, so when he gets up to make his breakfast, he will see that little Happy Easter. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I hope I didn't take too long. I really hope it was an understandable video. And the things that you're going to need, I'll leave it right there so you can see it. I think I got them all in there. Yes, so that was the center fold. Okay, so you could take a picture with your phone. You can make this at home. All right, Happy Easter, all of you.